Hey guys, how you doing? I'm back with another explaining video for the world of video games, and this time I have my wonderful Nintendo DS Lite in all its reflective, shiny glory. So, first of all, yes, this is the Nintendo DS Lite version. So, this DS is actually my second DS. My original DS I had many years ago, back in, I think it's around 2005, maybe 6. No, I think it was about 2005. And that was the Chunky Boy version. Yeah, that one I don't have anymore, unfortunately. That one I think I either sold it or gave to someone, and all the old games I had for it as well. But yeah, this DS Lite is my first DS Lite, and why did I decide to get it? Because I was feeling nostalgic. I went to a London gaming market. If you know what that is, then you know what that is. They do it, I think, about 2, maybe 3 times a year in central London, and they've got all kinds of, especially if you're a collector and you want to collect consoles, games, retro mainly. That's like a gold mine. But of course, that's not the only gaming market in the UK. There's other places around, which obviously is a bit further from me, but London is my closest location. But anyway, I wanted to kind of start collecting more retro games, and the DS, I wanted to, I guess, relive it again in a new state, and I saw this DS Lite for a pretty decent price, I'd say. I think I got it for maybe about £50, £55, and nice shiny black colour, just the way I like it. Very clean and elegant, you see here. And if I had the original DS, then I could sort of compare it side by side. This one's called I've never owned one before, and the DS Lite, if you know, or if you don't know, it's more, you could say, a sleeker version, more compact, slimmer, and lighter version. And the DS Lite, I believe it launched around 2006 with brighter screen, longer battery life, and just just like the original DS, it is backwards compatible with GBA Games, which that was why this particular machine, DS/DS Lite, did very well sales wise, and of course I had a lot of fun back in the days. So I don't have all my old games I had. I'm trying to think what games I had. I think I had Pokemon Diamond or Pokemon Pearl, one or two. I don't have that anymore. One of these Zelda games, which I do have, Phantom Hourglass, which I will show you a bit later. What else did I have? I think it's like Brain Training, one of the first launch games. And yeah, it's been a while, I can't quite remember. I have to get a list someday. But DS Lite, that clamshell design, so good. I still think this looks very nice, very nice design. It's actually quite robust. Of course, if you start, chucking it around, then obviously it's going to break. But apart from that, it's a really well compact design. So Nintendo DS is a 32-bit foldable console, as I just showed you. You see here, you can just unfold it and it snaps back to 180 degree layout, just like that. So you can have it flat like this, or just tilt it like that. Just have it, standing flat on the surface. The DS in the Nintendo DS stands for Developers System, or dual screen, as noted by the dual screen top and bottom, with a decent size. The bottom screen. So this is a resistive touch screen. So you can use your fingers to, interact with the screen when you're playing games, or you want to type a message, or you need to do like some sort of puzzle in a game. And also at the back, to show you here, this is the stylus pen that the console comes with. The slots in there, can you see? There you go. And quite simply comes out. So let's have a look at the size. And the length is about, just about the same length of my finger actually. But it's a plastic pen that you can, interact with the screen with. yeah, loads of fun of that. And as I said before, you can tap the resistive screen, only the bottom screen, not the top screen. But yes, I'd say maybe, I don't know, 98% of games would use both screens. Maybe all of them, I don't know. I haven't played every single DS games, but just be assured that all games will more than likely use both screens, and that's why this system is very popular. Also, you can see here speakers either side, stereo speakers. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's 6 on that side. So 6 holes either side to allow nice, clear, crisp sound to output. And I believe some games and software, they allow virtual surround sound, which is pretty cool. And I don't remember that, but this is what I read up on. So it's very cool to have that. The DS also, it has wireless connectivity, so you can do, online gaming. Maybe you're playing Pokemon and you want to battle with your friends and trade and stuff, or you're playing some other online game, I don't know, like a football game. Go on your Wi-Fi and then play against your friends. So that's awesome to have that. And I think also the DS has like a, if there are 2 DS's in range, then you don't need a Wi-Fi. I guess you have this interesting internal software for the DS to communicate to each other, and then you can play wirelessly without ever needing any cables or Wi-Fi. So that's cool. So I guess the design kind of resembles like if you remember, or if maybe you don't, but some of you might know about the Game & Watch systems. These old LCD game systems. We had like Mario, Donkey Kong, Zelda. They're very, very simplistic style of machines, and they're very popular back in the, I want to say, the 80s, possibly 90s. So I'm a bit young, a little bit younger than that, but some of you may or may not know about them. So this design kind of resembles that, the Game & Watch systems. We also got the microphone here. Can you see? Just got a little insert there. On the original chunky DS, I believe the mic, I think it's on the bottom left. It's in the bottom left or the bottom right. But DS Lite has it in the centre, which is quite good. Improvement on the design, so that it doesn't, like, your hands so fingers don't get in the way of the mic, and you use that to, let's say you're playing a game where the puzzle, you have to blow on something, you blow the fan on something, you use the mic, and the game or the DS recognises that. So that's a really cool feature. The DS has so many of these cool functions that really kind of elevated the console space, especially the the portable gaming space, just dominating that market. That's so cool. Yeah, DS was one of my favourite consoles back, a few generations ago, and it still kind of is actually. Of course, apart from Switch now, which is succeeded in many ways, but DS still has a lot of love, I think. So let's have a look at what else we got. So we talked about the clam design. Actually, very smooth. You can see once you get to, say, so when you open it up, if you get to around here, past 45 degrees, it will self-close. So it kind of just snaps back, or snaps closed, just like that. And then similarly, when you try to open it fully, it snaps there. So it's kind of got like 3 snap that's 1, 2, and then 3. So 1, 2, 3. There you go. Nice and secure. You see how everything is flush. Very sleek. I would say no real wasted space. And you saw earlier the stylus is held here. The power button is on the right side, which I will show you how that works in just a moment. On the bottom, as you can see here, this is the volume control. It's set to maximum at the moment, so you just slide that. So slider. The power button is also a slider, but this has like some sort of spring inside. So once you flick it on, it resets back to this position. On the bottom, you have this microphone, or rather headphone jack. So you stick your headphone in there. You also got another little port here. I don't know what that's for. Maybe some sort of data cable. I've never used it before. On top, you have your port for your power supply. So you stick it in there. These 2 square inserts, you can insert like a wrist strap, like a long strap that you obviously attach to your wrist, to keep the DS secure. I think it's that. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a while. Where else go? Top part. Oh, so yes, as I said before, this is compatible with all GBA games. So at the bottom you have the section to insert your GBA game. On top you have the section for the DS cartridges, so just to get in there, so that's very nice. Now the only thing with GBA games, because the DS Lite is slimmer, slightly smaller than the original DS, the game will slightly stick out, and it's not a massive problem. But you have to get used to it. Like, your fingers may get in the way at first, but once you get over that and you get used to your hand finger placement, it becomes alright. Super nice clicky shoulder buttons. You can see there, they're super tight. So I like how it's very quick, to press. There's no much traction, I guess. Not much movement. Like, for example, think of if you know GameCube controller, the shoulder buttons, they have a lot of movement. I mean, that is good for like pressure. But I think for the DS, this works very nice. You want something that's gonna be quick and fast to interact with. Opening up. So this resembles the. Well, obviously you got the D-pad here. It's quite a standard D-pad, simple, reminiscent of the GBA D-pad. It's got slight movement. It's slightly smaller than I'd like. I would like maybe slightly bigger, but it works well enough. The other side, obviously the XYBA layout, very similar to the SNES gamepad. So XYBA. Start, select. Work as well as they should be. And see how flat they are. The buttons they're not super flat, but they're still just maybe a couple of millimeters raised in height. You see there. see these little very faint strips. They're like the LED lights to indicate the power is on. What else we got? You can see how, it's not totally flat, it's slightly recessed. So got a slight concave design, but the bottom section is more flat. On the front, you got the DS logo, dual screen, two bumpy rectangles, embossed. On the back, got these two little bumps on top. Don't really know what they're for. I think maybe just to protect the console slightly when you lay it on the surface, just to keep it slightly raised. Right. On the back, you see here. So read. So top one, it says slot 1, push a card to eject. It's got a little cartridge picture, arrow pointing down, so you push down to release the cartridge when it's inserted, and to insert it you just carefully, gently push it down. I will show you later. You also have Nintendo DS Lite, Nintendo logo, all the blurb about the model number, Nintendo trademark, patents, all that, power supply input voltage, CE0125, little barcode number here. Slot 2 at the bottom is the GBA slot. You have 1, 2 places for screws. You got this section here, which is like a little compartment where you can access the inside if you need to do some modding or tinkering around. So that's pretty much the DS Lite. I've got to mention nice reflector surface on the front, which goes all the way to the back and side. The top is like a matte finish. It's a nice contrast there. Okay, so I think it's time to power it on. So we want to do the power button or power sliders there. So push it up. Hopefully it's not too loud. Just turn that a bit. There's the light indicator. There's the home screen. There you go. It's probably slightly blurry. There we go. Okay. That's the calendar clock system top. Yeah. And the bottom we have. This is where you can do the different settings, brightness, time. You can choose what happens when the game pack is inserted with the GBA, all sorts. Okay, so I'm going to show you the GBA game. So this is Sonic 3. See if it, there we go. Sonic 3 Advance. So just slide it in. So not face up like this. So imagine your DS is facing front like this. Okay. So you have the game cover face down, and then inserted. You'll know anyway because it will fit naturally. Just like press it in and you're ready to go. So, I think I just turned it off. Okay, so now, start GBA game appears on the bottom. See right there, on this one. There. There we go. And that's Sonic 3. So just turn that a bit. And to turn it off, once again, power button, power slider, push it up. Just, hold it for a second, then let go. Power back on, and again, power off, hands off. Okay, and let's show you a DS game. So, Zelda, Phantom, Hourglass. This one follows the Wind Waker. If you know, you know. And, there we go. That's the inside. I do kind of miss having all these manuals in these, retro games. All the artwork, just all the effort. It's something you don't see these days, right? And here's the game. Just put it down there. once again. So the game cover, facing away, so it's like this. Insert it in the top slot, gently push it down like that, let go, and it will appear on the top, just like that. So this is actually the first time I've inserted a game, because this is a recent game that I bought recently. Wow, look at that. Where the colours are, you can see, very vivid, very bright. And look, the use of the two screens allows a nice, more immersion, and really increases the scale of the world, of the game you're playing. So this is why the DS, I still think, is a fantastic system, and I wonder if the Switch 2 will have dual screen. We shall see. But that's it, guys. That's my explaining the DS system. Accidentally turned the volume up. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care of yourselves. Peace.